Hey everybody, welcome to Tennis Obsessed. So today, what I'm going to show you is how to replace an overgrip. Now, if you can see, my overgrip is kind of worn out, or pretty worn out. It definitely needs a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the overgrip off. You do that by just, taking the tape off the top of it. And then the quickest way to, you can try to unroll it, but usually, that takes a while. So I just let it wrap around my hand like that to quickly take it off. And now, what I use is I usually use a Wilson Pro Overgrip on my rackets, and I'm just putting it on my one of my rackets in my collection. It's a Head Instinct MP. Yeah, Head UTech Instinct MP. So now to unwrap a Wilson Pro Overgrip, you have to take the tape off. It's almost like electrical tape. In fact, if you actually lose this or it comes off, that's actually a really good substitute for this is electrical tape. So what you want to do first is actually take all the backing off this, because you don't want to be fooling around with that, with the backing on this and just kind of hanging on something. You don't want to kind of be fooling around with that as you are trying to hold the grip in place and trying to tape it. So yeah, take the backing off that tape, and then we begin unrolling this overgrip. And unfortunately, it's always wicked long. So it could take a while. So now there's a plastic piece. There's a plastic outer layer to that, so it's like a little plastic cover. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. See? Take that off next, and that's the side that goes on the outside. And now you'll see, I hope, that there's gonna be a little sticky tab right here. You take the backing off that, and that just allows it to grab onto the rackets. Some overgrips have them, some don't. Like Perna doesn't, but Wilson Pro Overgrips do. And so usually I just like to find one of the corner bevels of the racket to start on. So you just start there and you just start going around, covering the entire end cap. And usually you just you overlap it just a little bit, like that. And just keep going around. Usually I like to keep a 1/8 inch overlap between, so I'm doing about an 1/8 inch overlap right there between each one. And you just keep going around. And it doesn't have to be perfect. When you replace the actual grip, that's what you make look nice. But the overgrip is usually a quick and dirty thing to do. It's quick and dirty, just something you can do on a changeover or something. It doesn't have to be perfect. They don't last, particularly that long. So don't worry about being completely perfect with the 1/8 inch overlap. And then when you get to the top, like I just did, let's see if I can show you it a little bit better. When you get to the top, the excess you just wrap around the top. Like so. Now, you take your grip, the almost electrical tape-like tape, and then what I like to do is I usually like to leave stick it about a 1/2 inch back on the overgrip, so I got like a 1/2 inch, grab on that piece, and I just wrap it around the top. And you don't connect it to the racket, you just really just wrap it around the grip. So don't worry about taping it to the racket, just tape the grip to itself and the grip will stay on. Now, with an actual grip, you tape the top of the grip to the racket, but with an overgrip, you don't. So that is basically it. That's how long it takes. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Tennis Express. No, Tennis Obsessed. Not Tennis Except. Bye.